So the karma system relates to missions in kind of a different way in this game, where your choices will affect the mission path itself. So, for example, you might be looking to gather a group of people to help you on a mission, and one person's idea for how to do this is to run this sort of rescue mission and bring them all medicine, and that will win their hearts. And then the other person's mission is, no, don't do that. We'll set up a turret and I'll start raking their camp with machine gun fire, and then you pretend to defeat me and you'll be the hero and they'll all follow you. So you have very different experience because each person's approach to things is different. On the side quests, of course, there are good and evil side quests, and even in user-generated content we expect that people will be able to make missions that are oriented for good or evil opportunities as well. So there are some important benefits for playing Infamous 1 first. I'm certain that you will understand more of the backstory, and there's a bonus that you also get to carry forward some of your accomplishments and your karma into the new game. However, for people who haven't played Infamous 1, you should try it, but if you don't, you will still have all the powers you need, and there's an opening scene that should give you the key points you need to understand and enjoy Infamous 2. So working on an original first game, especially one that's on a new console, is very challenging in its own right. And a sequel is a very different set of challenges, and they're both rewarding in very, very different ways. In the sequel, you're building off of all the things you did well. And, you have to be very wary of being complacent about, that was a really good part of our game, so let's leave it alone. You got to take even the good stuff and really improve it in order to make, I think, a proper sequel. So we get a reasonable number of questions about Cole's appearance, and there's a bunch of things that combine to the evolution of Cole. First of all, he's gone from the northeast, which is very cold, to the southeast, where it's very warm. So he's dressed in short sleeves, and that's, I think, appropriate just for the environment. He's also wearing the weapon, which changes his appearance. From a facial structure standpoint, with the introduction of these motion captured, very detailed cutscenes where you're seeing a close-up of Cole's face, we really had to very precisely get all of the bone and muscle structure to be right, so that when he has an emotion, it feels right, it doesn't feel off. And so there were some changes to the way his eyes and his brow line and his jaw sort of sit together to make that more realistic. And those are the primary changes that we made. A common thing that we're asked about is, could we add multiplayer? And the reason I think people want to put multiplayer into games is that they love the powers and the experience of playing, but they just don't want it to end. They've played all the missions, they're done. And so we looked at, considered doing multiplayer, and we just felt, especially with the universe we built and the power set we built, that it just wasn't a very good fit. And so we were very inspired by what the Little Big Planet guys had done, and we thought maybe we can do our version of that and bring that into the open world games, which has never been tried before. And so we made a commercial, actually, for ourselves for how would this be, how would customers see this, And so there are these commercials in America, these Kevin Butler ads with this guy, and you ask him a question and he responds. And so we made one of those about this feature, and we showed it to Sony, and they were like, you have to do this feature. It'll be great, they will love it. And so we had their support, off we went.
Very fun?
Just ciao to...
Ciao, yes.
Ciao.
Okay, thank you very much.